Yo, if you're even thinking about playing Godforge, join my Discord right now. Insider leaks, early tips, cracked team builds, and a shot to join my guild before launch day? Yeah, you want to get in here. Head over to the Fateless Store, check out some great merch that they have. Get yourself a mouse pad, get over there now and use my promo code, all caps, DanMan10. Grab yourself 10% off. All right, it's here. Alpha is here. I'm in the process of downloading. My internet is kind of slow here, but we're getting there, and this is kind of giving me some time to go over the video and give you guys some expectations for what you guys can look forward to. So I've spent the last couple weeks working with other various content creators, pulling as much data as possible. Everything that we know about the game. We've rewatched Fateless videos countless times. So I'm not going to go through all of the code because I got 42,600 characters, but literally I can tell you, like, I feel like I'm only about 25% to 40% done because there's still a lot of gods in the alpha that we don't have the info on. Specifically, here's the spreadsheet. So right now I have it sorted for all the heroes that we have all of the skills for, and as you can see, it's not many. 11 gods. We have all the skills. So still a lot of work here. Then we have the gear. Still missing a lot of information here for the gear. And then lastly, we have the cavern. This is the big brunt. We're going to be trying to document everything. And like I said, I'm not doing this alone. So there's officially 15 other content creators that we're all working together. We're keeping the spreadsheets and the pins. And we're basically just going to go through and help each other out based on the RNG that we have for what heroes we pull. They're going to feed me all the information, and then we're methodically going to go through and plug it in. So just to give you guys a baseline though, in this video, I plan to do two things: input more data and attempt to run the calculator optimizer. So I call it the calculator, but if you guys are familiar with Hell Hades, Simon, and Raid, Hell Hades has their own optimizer for Raid, Shadow Legends. It is essentially what I'm trying to build. I did play Raid when it first came out. I played for a couple months, and then another game came out. I don't even know which one, but I know I usually only quit a game if I'm going to start a new one. So I never used the optimizer. I'm not familiar with it, but I've been getting feedback from a lot of players. And essentially, I do feel confident that I could make it. What we're going to do today, though, no matter what, I'm going to try to run it through Python. I feel kind of confident, but at the minimum, we're going to run it through ChatGPT, which in essence is going to show you how it works. And that's going to go a little bit something like this. So I'm going to throw in my data sheet. I'm going to tell ChatGPT to analyze this document and use this document as the main source. Then, for instance, I mean, we can ask this anything to analyze the document, break it down. Just as an example, so we'll pick two random gods. We'll say Ramses and the Mummy. Or you know what? Let's actually we'll use two starter gods. So we'll use Lady Shock and Ramses, okay? So what I'm going to ask it is, who will win in a 1v1? Lady Shock or Ramses? And why? Now the and why is crucial. So just for the first question, we're going to just leave it like that. Now remember, I have already documented and coded everything I possibly can. I've spent the last 2 weeks. Over the last couple days, I've had nothing to do because there's nothing else I could even tweak. I've really perfected what I have put in there, and it's made it easier to put in the new info that I'm going to be getting from playing the game and gathering from the other content creators. So here we go. Let's just see what it says. Let's see what it spits out for this first question. So based on the document, here's a detailed 1v1 analysis between Lady Shock and Ramses using all stat blocks, passives, affinities, and status effects. There's no penalty. They're both strength. All right, so here we go. Stats comparison. As you can see, Ramses definitely comes ahead on the stats, although Lady Shock has more accuracy. Ramses wins in 5 out of the 7 stats, especially in attack, which is vital in a Slayer versus Slayer matchup. They're a neutral matchup. There's no strong or weak hit bonuses from affinity. It gives you the ability breakdowns. Let me move that into the middle, because I might be in the way. Then we're looking at debuff comparisons. As you can see, ChatGPT is very thorough. It's a great tool to use when you're coding. Ramses has the better debuff impact in a duel. Acid not only deals damage, but disables armor set effects, which can cripple Lady Shock's sustain or stats. Gives you skill synergy. Now the tactical edge, this is crucial. Ramses has initiative, speed, and damage advantage. He gains turn meter on kill, which in a duel means a higher chance to lap and burst again. Acid debuff disables gear, giving Ramses the upper hand in neutral fights. The winner is clearly Ramses. Why? Superior stats in all critical areas: attack, speed, initiative, defense. Stronger burst potential, can front load massive AoE and acid combo. Gear denial via acid cripples Lady Shock's passive advantage. Turn meter boost allows Ramses to act more frequently. Better synergy with his passive, more likely to kill faster than bleed can tick. If this were an extended team fight, Lady Shock's bleeds and AoE pressure might scale better, but in a pure 1v1 duel, Ramses dominates with burst utility and tempo control. So we got 3 more minutes until the game is live. I'll ask it another question. So this time we'll use 4 gods. I'm going to pick Anubis, Aphrodite, Guan Yu, and Hercules. And this is what I'm going to ask it. The enemy team is Anubis, Aphrodite, Guan Yu, and Hercules. Who is the best 4-man team I can use to counter and beat this team? Please explain in detail turn orders. Here we go. Let's see what it comes up with. My timer just went to 5 minutes. It said 3 minutes a minute ago. Now it's at 6, 7, 8. All right, anyways. So to counter and defeat the enemy team of Anubis, Aphrodite, Guan Yu, and Hercules, we must first break down their threats and synergy, then recommend the best 4-man counter team with turn order and why each member was selected. The enemy team breakdown. This gives you basically their full details for all the enemies. Then we have the strategy to beat this team. Disable Aphrodite early, avoid Team Snowball. Burst Anubis before he ramps with Corrupt and TM gains. Ignore Hercules early, handle him last after his revive. Silence or block Guan Yu from popping Drain combos. So this is our recommended counter team. We have Loki. His job is to hard shut down Aphrodite turn 1. Force misplays, disrupt team-wide buffs, disables Anubis and Guan. Then we have Scotty, whose job is hard crowd control, freeze and divinity suppression against Guan and Aphrodite. And we have Beowulf, whose job is focus down Hercules after revive, shreds with stacking bonuses. And we have Sold, whose job is cleanse for drain, corrupt, provide sustain, buff cycling, massive TM push, helps Beowulf and Loki. Now look, it's given us a full turn order plan. Assume standard speed build, stack speed gear on Loki, Scotty, Isolde, Beowulf. So it's recommending that we stack speed. Turn 1, Loki's core, taunt everyone, and Aetherburn 2, unresistible. Aphrodite loses control, Guan Yu loses burst, reduces the enemy divinity gain potential. Scotty's core freezes 3 random enemies. Any Aphrodite freeze stops her ultimate chain. Freeze boosts Scotty's future ult. Soldi core, defense up plus 10% turn meter. Supports the whole team defensively. Beowulf, basic attack, stack attack, or focus Anubis. Avoid targeting Hercules early. If targeting Hercules, begin critical damage stacking early. Then we have turn 2, your win conditions, which your win conditions here is Aphrodite must not buff the team or chain turns. Anubis must die early to prevent scaling divinity and corrupt. Hercules is last, bait his revive and immortal. Then shred with Beowulf. Guan Yu will be stat crippled by speed down and freeze and confused. So here's your summary. Everyone has their purpose. This team is resilient, disruptive, and designed to deprive the enemy of momentum. With proper gear and speed tuning, it should win 1v1 or full PvP mirror across most setups of Anubis, Aphrodite, Guan Yu, Hercules. And here we go, you guys. Godforge is live. I'm gonna mute my Discord because some content creators should be jumping on, but let's play. Boom, Godforge. Oh, and we're back to downloading more stuff. So we're not playing just yet, but very, very soon. So while this is still loading, I wanted to show you guys something real quick. If you guys aren't aware of Raven Pyros Gaming, ravenpyros.com. This site has everything that you are gonna need for Godforge. News, guides, resources for Godforge. It has an active counter for the alphas. Complete guides for every hero. A full breakdown of affinities, status effects, leader bonuses, content creators. Eventually, I'm hoping to have the combat calculator on Raven Pyros. I do help out a lot with the website. It is something I've been talking about with the owner. I don't know yet if I'm going to be making the UI or how we're going to go about it. But again, the calculator is really still a work in progress. So when the combat calculator does go live, this will be the website that you guys have to use it. If you're playing Godforge, this will be a tool you need. So I just got the update that we released a previous build to you folks by mistake. You will need to download an update. Apologies, teething problems. So this might be on a delay again, or this might be the patch. I'm not sure, but we're getting there. All right. Oh, and it just restarted. Went up to 2 gigs. These are the assets. Here we go. Oh, I'm loving this though. I can't wait till it's loaded. We are getting there slowly but surely. So again, guys, this is the alpha in any game. I've joined many alphas. They're usually flooded with bugs or ways that you can exploit the game, hack the game, make mods. So the goal with alpha, and Simon has said this before, the key word is fun. If Alpha 1 ends and you still have the same hype waiting for Alpha 2 or Alpha 3, then clearly you had fun. But if you've lost any of your hype, you gotta let the team know. You got to let them know. Admit it to yourself, admit it to the team, because they're going to take that feedback and make the game better where it needs to be. Be descriptive. Tell them what made you lose some interest. What are your high points? What are your low points? Fateless Games is an amazing company, and I'm not just saying that. I actively see everyone that's on the Fateless team and the admins and the mods, just everyone communicates. I can't tell you how many games I've played where I didn't even know a developer's name, and I was in their content creator program, or I was playing the game for a year. And I can't even tell you how many times I've made complaints, contacted customer support, and nothing gets done. Nothing gets changed. Nothing gets fixed. That's not going to happen with Fateless Games. Their mission statement is to make us happy and for us all to have fun. Now, of course, they can't make everyone happy, but these are top elite gamers we're talking about. They've made it clear that they will work on a very good balance to make the majority happy. And here we go. Godforge. That's all I got for you guys. I hope you enjoyed and learned a bunch. Make sure you check the description of the video. I'll have a bunch of links for you. Come join my Discord. Come play Godforge. Please do me a huge favor. Like the video. Subscribe to my channel so you guys can stay tuned to all my future videos. I appreciate you all. Stay blessed. I hope you guys have a great night. I'll see you on the next one.